everyone hanging in there, getting through, just surviving. The world's a lot. And because the world is a lot, it felt like a good time to do something dumb and fun again. Made a joke back in May. I had reached a point in, quarantine and isolation that I said to a friend, that yes, I said I was just going to become Waluigi, and that was my goal for the week. And 5 months later, 5 months later, that's still the goal. Honestly, that's the eternal goal. Don't we all just want to be Waluigi? I think a lot of us do. I think there's enough videos and memes online that show that we all either feel we already are or would like to just be Waluigi. So, we're gonna see how this goes.
So the one thing that I needed to craft for this was the hat. I was using Foss shape material, which I had left over from my no-face cosplay that I wore to a con probably like 5 years ago now. So I did some trial and error, looked at a lot of photos, and eventually ended up with something that was the correct shape. The issue from there is that Foss shape is really hard to paint. So I used basically an entire can of spray paint to get it purple, and in the meantime also had to make the little L logo that would go on the front. I could have embroidered it directly onto the hat, but that felt really risky, so I made a patch, which I painted, and then used the sewing machine to make a full embroidered edge, and then attached it to the hat on its own.
Beautiful girl, you're a lovely picture, beautiful girl. You're a gorgeous mixture of all that lies under the big blue sky. My heart cries, beautiful girl. You're a dazzling eyeful, beautiful girl.
Waluigi looks like he has a cold at all times.
My dream come true. There may be blondes and brunettes that are hard to resist.
You ever spirit gum a piece of pipe cleaner to your hand to see if it'll stick? And to make sure your spirit gum is still good and not going to give you an allergic reaction?
What a gorgeous creature, beautiful girl. Let me call a preacher, what can I do but give my heart to you?
Let's go cause some mischief.
These are my dad's shoes.
Summertime Waluigi. But it is not summertime anymore. I do not think it will be warm enough outside for these. What do you think, Beanie? It is always warm enough for Beanie.
I was actually planning on going outside for this, so I do need to see how warm it is outside. Ah, the crows.
Wow, the crows.
Yeah, it is a lovely day. It is not warm enough to be wearing shorts and a t-shirt out here. Plan B. I don't have any long black overalls. So, I did have a solution, I guess. Look at that.
Yes.
A day in the life of a Waluigi begins when he wakes up. Then, later, he drinks some water. After he drinks his water, then he waters the plants. Then he washes his clothes. After that, he can relax and watch some TV. And finally, if the weather is nice, he can walk the cat.
Alright, gonna keep this pretty short and sweet. In terms of success on this, I am rating myself, but I give myself pretty good marks. I think it looked pretty good. When I took the mirror selfies, I was very, very happy actually with the way that it looked. I do wish I'd been wearing the gloves. They were downstairs and I was not coming back down to get them. But the shoes really made it. My dad's shoes, both the size, the shape, the color, like, they were perfect. I just couldn't walk in them. I wish I could have worn them longer. The overalls, the makeshift long pant overalls, honestly, if I were to wear this for Halloween, to a Halloween party or like to trick or treat, I'm too old to trick or treat now, but you know, if I had done that in the past to wear it somewhere dark, I don't think you would know the difference. Like, it would look totally fine. And if I didn't have a Halloween costume already, I would probably wear this. Maybe I'll wear this too. I don't have plans. What are any of you doing? What are we supposed to do for Halloween this year? I'm very sad. I really want to do stuff for Halloween this year. Anyway, the hat, I think, turned out pretty well. Obviously, the most intensive crafting piece here. Foss shape is really hard to work with. I know I'm just not used to it because I've only used it for one other thing. That was my no-face mask, as I mentioned. But it's difficult, and it's a pain to paint. So I don't know if I'll keep trying to work with it or try to learn how to use something else. But it does look pretty good. I mean, looks good on camera from what I could see, and it looks pretty good just to stand there and look at it when you're wearing it. A little bit itchy, a little uncomfortable. The spray paint made it like a really weird texture instead of the felty look it usually is. Other than that, I think everything else was pretty solid. Mustache fell off, but that's to be expected. I wasn't going to use a ton of spirit gum because I've had a lot of trouble getting this stuff off in the past. I think it only finally hardened. I can't smell it anymore. I was able to smell it the whole time I was filming. So I will be taking that residue off as soon as I cut here, and also changing out of the long pants because, as I said, it's too hot for that now. I think that is about it for us today. I did a sign off while we were taking the walk, so I will cut to that here.
I'm going to finish this up with my phone because it's too hard to take the camera around while we're taking our walk, right, bud? See, you're all tangled up already. I have fallen apart piece by piece because the wind is blowing too hard and it knocked off my mustache, and then I knocked off one of my ears when I took the camera off, and yeah, I think that means that's a wrap for the day. Vinny, oh my god. He winds himself around all the chairs. You're a good boy, Vinny. Good sport. Good co-host. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you whenever.